Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful skirt using a denim fabric. I bought the denim fabric. I wanted to make a trouser, but it wasn't giving, so I had to change it to turn it to a mini skirt. So the first thing I went ahead to do was to fold because I already sewn it into a trouser, so I had to cut it out. This is me trimming out the bottom part. After that, I went ahead to take and measure the length of the skirt, which was 16 inches, and then I made a straight line across using a ruler, and then I cut it out. Moving on, after I finished cutting the 16 inches, I went ahead to rip the fabric open because it was already sewn in a trouser pattern. I went ahead to rip it open, and then I folded it into 4. Then I took my waist measurement and added stitching allowance. Then I went ahead to mark where my hip started from. Notice that I left 1.5 inches on the top. Then I went ahead to mark my hip measurement plus my sewing allowance, and then I went ahead to cut it out. This is how it's looking like after I finished taking my measurements and I've finished cutting it out. So I'll head over to my sewing machine and I'll use 1/2 inch to stitch the both sides. After doing that, I went ahead to secure the edges with a weaving machine. So the next thing I did was to bring in the remaining part of my trouser, and then I ripped it open to get my bottom parts pleating. And then I went ahead to mark 3 inches, and then I used my ruler to make a straight rule across, just as you see me doing now. Using my tape, I made a 3 inches mark from the line I already made. I made it across just like this. After marking it out, I went ahead to use my straight rule to make a straight line joining all the marks I've made. Then I went in with my scissors to cut out the piece which I have made now. this is the way it's looking after I finish cutting. So the next thing I'll do is I'll take it to my sewing machine and I'm going to join the two pieces together using 1/2 inch. This is how it's looking. I went ahead to secure the edges with a weaving machine, and then I brought in the skirt. So now I'm going to be pinning the bottom part. I'm going to be pinning the bottom part to the skirt. I went ahead to join the two edges together, and then I pinned that to my skirt, and I did the same thing too for the other side as well. I pinned that to my skirt. Then I went ahead to determine the middle, and then I started pleating. After pinning, guys, this is the way it came out. Oh, my skirt is already looking so beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'll take it to the sewing machine and I'll sew round using 1/2 inch. So guys, after stitching, this is the way it's looking. It's already looking beautiful. So the next thing I did was to bring in my elastic. I'll be adding an elastic to the waist to make it come together. So I went ahead to cut out my elastic, and I went onto my weaving machine and I weaved the top of my skirt so that it doesn't fray. So I'm going to sew the elastic casing to put the elastic. After pinning it down, I'll go ahead to my sewing machine and I will stitch it round using 1/2 inch. So I use my chalk to mark out 1 inch for where my elastic is going to pass through, and then I went to the sewing machine and I stitched round, leaving that particular 1 inch space. Then I brought in my elastic. Using my safety pin, I'm going to pass it through the elastic casing from the 1 inch allowance which I made. So guys, the skirt came out so beautiful. Look, I've gone ahead to close that 1 inch opening which I left, and look guys, it's really beautiful. Now I'm flipping it over to the front side, and look, it came out so beautifully. Wow. So if you're gonna try this, drop us a comment that you're gonna try it, and subscribe if first timer. Give this video a thumbs up if it's helpful to you, and share. Thank you guys once more. See you guys in my next one. Bye.